my name is Lauren. Welcome back to Lauran, where today we are going to be doing another Shanghai reaction video. And today I want to talk about my favorite place in China, which is in Liyang with the pandas at the Shui Hot Spring Resort. I actually went to this resort twice. Once on the first Christmas that I was in China, which was only like a couple months into when I got there, and then once like a year and a half later, because I just love it so much. I sent my parents there, I sent my friends there. Not everyone had as an amazing experience as I had, but just like, I think the thing about it was there wasn't a lot about it online in English. And so I don't think they really get a ton of tourists that travel there to the hot springs because there's just not a lot about it. And so everything that we found and that we saw was just like amazing and so much more than we expected, which is why I was like so excited about it. So, okay, the first time we went there, the case of the missing pandas. This video doesn't have a lot of clips of the actual hot springs, but it was so nice. There was like, I don't know, 20, 30 different hot tubs, pools, and some of them had different themes. So there was like a lavender one, a green tea, wine, rose petal, ones with rocks at the bottom, so you like stand on the rocks. And the best one was the one with the view at the very top. Now, the second time we went to the hot springs, the view from the very top, you could see there's like some construction across the hill. So some people are like building a house there, which is crazy. I mean, still a good view, but you're just like, oh, they're building. Oh my gosh, and the one thing is so weird. So you pay to go into the hot springs, and then you can go again anytime throughout the day. So we went during the day, and then we went back in the evening. And in the evening, by the main pool at the top, they have like a giant, is it like helium or floating? I don't know. It's like a big helium balloon that's the moon. So it's like in your pictures it would look like there's a really big moon, but when you look at it in real life, there's just all these like strings and this like giant balloon floating in the sky. So weird. Okay, so this is Liyang. The train from Shanghai to Liyang, it was only a couple hours from Shanghai. And when I tell people that this was my favorite place, they get confused because this is Liyang. Okay, yes. So there's Liyang and Liyang. People get confused because probably I am terrible at pronouncing it. So the place that I like is this city called Liyang, Liyang, which is different than Lijang, which is a totally different place. So this is with the Y, and it's the Tianmu Lake Shui Hot Spring Scenic Area. And then the like wildlife section, which is right down the road from the resort, is called the Nanshan Zhuhai, Nanshan Zhuhai, and it's like the bamboo forest, the Tianmu Lake. And so this is this like beautiful bamboo forest. The English name on the sign says Bamboo Ocean, and you're taking these like colorful cable cars all the way up to the top of the hill that you're on. So you get this, when you walk into the scenic area, you pay an entrance fee, which is like off to the right. Then you go into this big scenic area, and there's like trams and buses, but there's two ways that you can go. If you take the left route, you go up like a train cable car that takes you to the top of that section, and when you get to the very end, that's where the panda sanctuary is. I suggest you go see the pandas in the morning, because in the morning, when the pandas are there, they are out and about, they are awake, and they're out in the outside area. Whereas when we went later in the day, the pandas were getting tired and they were in the inside area. I don't know if that's all the time. If you take the right route, you will take the colorful cable cars up the mountain, and there's like this really big ancient bell at the top, and it's like you can go up and then you can take the long walk of all the stairs down. It's just like a lovely Chinese hike, and it's the bamboo forest, and it really is the bamboo forest. It's just so cool to see, and it's really close to Shanghai, which is what makes it so nice, I think. Just this weekend trip, this it's like a perfect relaxing weekend trip. Okay, what else do we got in this video? Oh yes, try and see if you can, when you get up there, check and see when the show times are and try to get back for it. They have the lion dance at the top in like the middle kind of area. I think that was the first time that I had seen a lion dance that was an individual show like that was so up close. It was very good. The first time we saw it, there was only one lion performing, but then when we went back, I think we saw 2 lions there, and it's just like the show of the lion dance, like the history of it, the athleticism of the performers, you know, you can kind of see what's happening underneath the lion when like this guy is like on the other guy's shoulders and they're hopping up and down from the big stilts. It's actually amazing. It was such a good trip. Yeah, I sent my parents there and they loved it. The pandas. Oh, this first trip we got such good pictures of the pandas. So good. Okay, I'm gonna find the second video from when we went back. Where are the pandas? I mean, I don't know how else you would do it, but the way that we booked it is just by looking up the hotel. So booking the hotel, the Shui Hot Springs Resort. I don't know how else you would do it, but we just booked it through trip.com, which you can use like an American credit card on, I think. I didn't at the time, but you can, and then you can also book your train tickets through trip.com, the app. That's what I used to book all of my vacations within China. So we just booked the hotel, and that's really all you need to do is just that hotel booking, and then the train ticket to Liyang with a Y. Okay, so this is the second time. Important to note that there is food options in the hotel. It was just a little bit confusing. So there's a Chinese restaurant that's like in the basement of the hotel, which you might need to ask directions to find. And then there is like a Western menu, like a lunch menu in the main area, but you need to ask someone because there wasn't really people dining there and they didn't make it super obvious. But then the restaurant does have a continental breakfast and it is amazing. It is such a good breakfast. Okay, this one we have a few more clips of the actual hot springs, which is so good. Yas, the big bell. Oh my god. Okay, so I've kind of put the videos together for this because you can see different things in the, but anyways. Yeah, so when people ask me what my favorite trip in China is, I always say to these hot springs. I just thought it was an awesome trip. We made a lot of discoveries when we were there. We were still quite new, and I remember we learned a lot of Chinese words on our first trip there. It's like a smaller, not smaller, everywhere in China has a big population, so not necessarily smaller, but there just wasn't really any English speakers there. So we were really testing what we were able to do. I mean, there was really no struggle. Like, sure, no one spoke English. At the front desk, we did get someone on the phone that was translating for us to confirm things with our booking. But in like in the scenic area, when we met people, we didn't run into anyone that spoke English, and it was fine. We did everything. We signed up for everything. There was no issues, but it was just a fun experience learning words. We remember there was like some attendants that were there at the spa that kept saying, what did they say to us? They said like, oh, monsieur, and we didn't know what that meant, and so we kept looking it up and like being like, oh, what did they say? Like, we only learned, we had only learned, oh, like, bukachi, and they were saying, 没事, and we were so confused because we hadn't learned that yet. So that was just fun to see other words. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I will see you again next week for more adventures and vlogs here on Lauran. Make sure that you click subscribe and you can click the little bell button to get notified every time I upload a new video. I will see you again very soon. Bye! La 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 la!